We shall pass on to the problem number 7 of this exercise. 7. Opening balance on 1st January 2018, cash, stock, bank, etc. Opening balance 1. Opening balance. Opening balance, cash 20,000, stock 50,000, bank 80,000. Second transaction, bought goods from Suresh on credit. Bought goods on credit from Suresh, rupees 10,000. This is the second one. Third one, bank charges. Bank charges rupees 500. Then fourth one, paid Suresh 9,700 through credit card in full settlement. Paid Suresh paid to Suresh 9,700. 9,700 through credit card. Credit card in full settlement. In full settlement. This is 4. 5. Goods purchased on credit from Philip, rupees 15,000. Purchased. Goods purchased on credit from Philip for rupees 15,000. For rupees 15,000. From Philip. Then the next one, goods returned to Philips. Goods returned to Philip. Worth rupees 4,000. These are the transactions. And for these transactions, what are the headings we require? We know the accounting equation, assets equal to capital plus liability. Capital plus liability. What are the assets appearing in these 6 transactions? What are the liabilities? We should check now. For the first one, what are the items connected with that? Cash, stock, bank, and all these are called capital. So this is for the first transaction. Second transaction, bought goods on credit from Suresh. Whether it is on credit basis or cash basis, whatever it is, the goods will come in stock. Since it is bought on credit basis, the person who has sold us is a creditor. You should remember carefully, the person who has bought from us or to whom we have sold on credit basis is a debtor, because he has enjoyed the benefit from us. The benefit our vaangita. And what about the purchase of goods? Once we purchase the goods from someone else, he has given the benefit to us. He has given the benefit to us, therefore he is called a creditor. So we bought goods on credit, so it is a creditor. Second point. Third one, bank charges. What do you mean by bank charges? Bank will do some work on our behalf. For that, it will take some amount from our account. That is called the bank charge. Bank நமக்காக சில வேலைகளை செஞ்சு கொடுக்கும், அதுக்காக ஒரு அமௌண்ட்டை எடுத்துக்கும். That is called bank charge. So, it will automatically reduce the bank balance. Bank balance it will reduce, and also it will reduce the capital. Capital value it will reduce. Okay then. Paid Suresh rupees 9,700 through credit card in full settlement. Credit card means through bank the amount is settled. Why? Because we have bought goods on credit basis from Suresh. It is given in the second point. Now, through the fourth transaction, we can find the Suresh account is settled. Therefore, already there is a creditor. From the creditor, the amount will decrease because he has paid it. And the next one, what it is? Through credit card, therefore, from the bank, the amount is paid, it will reduce the balance. Bank. Then, fifth one, goods purchased again on credit. When we buy goods from someone else, that someone is called a creditor. He is a creditor. So, this is a creditor. And goods purchased, we buy the goods, therefore it is stock. It will come to us. It will come to the business. come into the business, therefore plus stock. And the last one, goods returned to Philip. From the goods available, because of some discrepancy, because of some fault, the goods are returned, therefore it is minus stock. And it will also reduce the creditor. From the creditor's account, the goods returned is minus. Okay, these are all the headings we repair. So what are they? The first one, cash, stock, bank. These are all assets. This right hand side. Okay. Then stock already there. Then creditor. This is on the credit side. Creditor is a liability. Debtor is an asset. Creditor is a liability. Okay, then bank already there, capital already there. Bank already there, creditor already there. Stock already there, creditor already there. Stock already there, creditor already there. Therefore, 3 assets and 2 on the right hand side, including the capital. What are they now? We can write the heading. What are the 3 assets? Cash, stock, plus bank. This capital we can write as it is, plus in the place of liability there is creditor. Yes, we shall pass from one transaction to the other. The first one is the opening balance. How much is cash? 20,000. How much is stock? 50,000. How much is in the bank? 80,000. All these 3 are totally called the capital, that is 1,50,000. Here no such creditor, 0. So right hand side 1,50,000, left hand side 1,50,000. Okay. Then go to the second transaction. Bought goods from Suresh on credit. Whether it is bought on paying cash or on credit, whatever it is, the goods we receive, how much? 10,000 rupees. For 10,000 rupees, we receive the goods. Whether we have paid the amount, no, on credit. Therefore, the person who sold us the goods, that is from whom we bought the goods, is a creditor. Therefore, plus 10,000 creditor. Left hand side plus 10,000, right hand side plus 10,000, they are equal. Therefore, the rest of the items are zeros. Then, bank charges. Just now I said, what do you mean by bank charges? Bank does some work on our behalf, so it takes some amount from our account, which are called bank charges. நமக்காக பேங்க் செய்யக்கூடிய சில வேலைகளுக்காக ஒரு அமௌண்ட் கமிஷன் மாதிரி எடுத்துக்கும், that is called bank charges. Therefore, here the bank, it will be a minus. Bank charges is a minus, and because of that, the capital also will be reduced. Left hand side minus 500, right hand side minus 500. Therefore, both the sides are equal, the other items are zeros. It is. And the fourth one, what is under 4? Fourth one is paid to Suresh. say they play with the preposition. Without the preposition, it is given paid Suresh. Whether it is paid by Suresh or paid to Suresh. If it is given paid Suresh, we should remember that it is paid to Suresh. Because already goods are bought on credit basis, only we should pay to Suresh. Therefore, it is paid Suresh in the sense paid to Suresh. So, by what means? Through credit card. Therefore, the amount will go from the bank. How much is paid through credit card? 9,700. So, you write 9,700 here. In the bank, we can write 9,700. And for how much it is 9,700? For this 10,000, by paying 9,700, the account is settled. To the creditor, only the entire amount is settled as per account details. But actually 9,700 only is paid by means of or through credit card. Therefore, it will reduce the balance in bank. Therefore, this minus 9,700 and the bank, here the entire creditor is cancelled. Here minus 9,700, this is minus 10,000. The balance 300 must be put under capital, because if there is any profit or loss in any transaction, that should be written under capital, whether it is a profit or not. Whether it is a profit or loss, we should think of that. For giving 10,000 rupees, only 9,700 is paid and the account is settled. Therefore, the balance 300 is a plus, is a profit for us. Because for 10,000 we have paid only 9,700 and it is said that the account is settled. Therefore, the 300 is a profit. Now you can look at the equation. 300 minus 10,000 minus 9,700 minus 9,700. Therefore, the rest of the items are zeros. Then the fifth one. Goods purchased on credit for 15,000. Goods purchased on credit from Philip. When the goods are purchased, the goods will be received or goods will come in. 15,000. So plus 15,000. It is bought on credit basis. So there is a creditor for an amount of rupees 15,000. 15,000. So left hand side 15,000, right hand side 15,000. The rest of the items are zeros. And the capital is here 0. And the last transaction. Goods returned to Philip. Goods returned to Philip amounting to rupees 4,000. Okay. Goods returned. So, from the goods available, 4,000 valued goods are returned. Therefore, it is minus 4,000. Minus 4,000. Because the goods are returned. So, the goods are taken and sent back to the seller. Therefore, it will reduce the stock. At the same time, already in the name of Philip, we have returned 15,000. Now, 4,000 goods are returned. Therefore, it will reduce it to 11,000 only. And therefore, the amount of creditor will automatically be reduced. Therefore, it is minus 4,000. Will automatically be reduced, therefore minus 4,000. So, when the goods are returned from the stock, it is taken and sent to the seller, therefore the stock will be reduced. At the same time, we have written in the name of Philip 15,000. From that amount, that since the goods are returned to him, that 15,000 will be reduced by 4,000. So, this minus 4,000 it is. Now we can find the total. Other items are zeros. Left hand side minus 4,000, right hand side minus 4,000. Therefore, they are equal. Now we can find the total. This is cash 20,000. Stock 50 plus 10, 60. 60 plus 15, 75 minus 4 plus 71,000. Then regarding bank, 80,000 minus 500, 79,500. From 79,500, if you minus 9,700, what will happen? You will get, okay, we shall do it later and we can finish it one by one. Why should we write now? We will come from the first step. In the first step, I said in the other problems, you can write as it is because nothing is there, no number is there to add. 50,000 plus 80,000 equal to 1,50,000 plus 0. Now in the second step we can add together. Now we find two numbers. 20,000 plus 50 plus 10, 60,000. 80 plus 0, 80,000. 1,50,000 plus 0 plus 10,000, 10,000. Close it now. This is 20 plus 0, 20,000. 60 plus 0, 60,000. 80,000 minus 500 plus 79,500. 1,50,000 minus 500, 1,49,500. 10,000 plus 0, 10,000. Now we go to the next step. $20,000 plus 0, 20,000. 60,000 plus 0, 60,000. From this you should minus 15 minus 7, 800. 18 minus 9, 9, 6. 69,800. If you add this to 1,49,800, just 300 added. Plus 10 minus 10, 0. Plus 10,000 minus 10,000, 0. Now we can add these two. $20,000 plus 0, 20,000. 60,000 plus 15,000 plus 75,000. 69,800 plus 0, 69,800. 1,49,800 plus 0, 1,49,800. 0 plus 15,000, 15,000. So, now we can add these two, 75 minus 4, 71, 69,800 plus 0, 69,800, which is equal to 1,49,800 plus 0 plus 15,000 minus 4,000, 11,000. Now to the final figure. This is 800, 140, 160, 1,60,800. Here also 1,60,800. Now we are getting the equal answer, and the sum we have done is correct. Once again, I shall explain you something which you should bear it in mind. In the first chapter, up to 7, there are 5 more problems we are yet to see, and in the first chapter number 3, in the first 7 problems, we have discussed about the accounting equation. In the accounting equation, what you should find, go through each and every transaction, select the items connected with each and every transaction. Likewise, we went through all the 6 transactions and we found that there are 5 items, out of which cash, stock, bank are under assets, and the capital naturally here, and there is only one liability which is called the creditor, a person who sold the goods to us or a person from whom we bought the goods. He is called the creditor, and these are the items. For each and every transaction we discussed and wrote the number, and after every transaction the amount is added together for each and every transaction, and finally we have got this total, and we got the grand total, and we see that now left hand side amount is equal to the right hand side. With this, the accounting equation is over. In the public examination, of course your seniors have written the examination for the first time. You are going to be the second set, and therefore you should be very careful. And one question, you are the second batch. First batch they have narrowly escaped. They did not write the exam, but definitely you will be writing the exam, bear it in mind. And in the question paper, 1 5-mark question will be from this model, bear it in mind, 1 5-mark question. Okay? Right. Thank you.